Even though they can be a little bit creepy, iguanas are still pretty cool creatures. Sure, they may look like dinosaurs, but we all know that it's just because they have that classic reptile look going on with their scaly skin and their overall kind of ancient appearance. In today's video, we're going to tell you everything you didn't know about these fascinating lizards, from where they came from to some scary things that have happened because of them. Let's get started. Where did iguanas come from? The short answer is that iguanas originated in the Americas, more specifically in the Caribbean, Central America, and South America. And fossils tell us that they've been around since the late Cretaceous period, which was between 145 and 66 million years ago. Back then, they looked a lot like today's green iguanas, and were probably around 16 inches long. And while it might seem like they've changed very little since then, there are actually a few differences between ancient iguanas and modern-day ones. For example, the skull of an ancient iguana was a lot longer than the one we see today. Also, back then they had more teeth, and those teeth were a lot sharper, which means that our modern-day iguanas have evolved to be less sharp and have fewer teeth over time. But overall, they do look pretty similar. So if you saw one in the wild, you would probably still be able to recognize it as an iguana. Even if it was a few million years old, how big can they get? Iguanas are definitely not small lizards. In fact, they're one of the biggest lizards in the world. On average, they measure about 20 inches long, but they can grow up to 23 inches. And while this might not sound like a lot, keep in mind that this is just the length of their body. This doesn't include their tail, which can be just as long, if not longer than their body. As for weight, iguanas usually weigh between 8 and 17 pounds. But again, this can vary depending on factors such as diet and habitat. Can they really live up to 60 years? While some sources claim that iguanas can live up to 60 years in captivity, this is still a mystery. In the wild, most of them only live for around 15 to 20 years. It is possible that they can live longer in captivity because they have access to better food and healthcare. However, 60 years is still a very long time for a reptile to live. So we don't know for sure. What's the meaning behind their colors? Iguanas are known for their vibrant colors, which can range from bright green to a beautiful turquoise. But did you know that these colors actually have a special meaning? Green iguanas are usually males, and the brighter the green, the healthier and more attractive the iguana is. The green color also lets other iguanas know that this guy is big and strong, so it's best to stay away from him. Females tend to be a bit duller in color, which helps them camouflage in their natural habitat. They usually have more muted shades of green, brown, or gray. Why are they covered in bumps? If you've ever pet an iguana, you may have noticed its bumpy skin. These bumps aren't just for looks, though they actually serve an important purpose. The bumps on an iguana's skin help protect it from injury when it is basking in the sun or fighting other iguanas. Plus, they also help regulate the temperature of the lizard by creating tiny pockets of air near its body. This allows the iguana to stay warm when it's cold out and cool when it's hot. Do they glow under black light? Have you ever seen an iguana under a black light? If you haven't, you're missing out, because it's actually quite fascinating. Most iguanas have a natural fluorescence that makes them glow under a black light. This is because their skin contains a reflective layer called guanine, which bounces back the light. The guanine also gives iguanas their iridescent colors, such as turquoise and emerald green. Are they good swimmers? Iguanas are excellent swimmers, despite their awkward appearance in the water. They use their powerful tails to propel themselves through the water, and their webbed feet help steer them as they glide along. Iguanas usually swim underwater to escape predators or to hunt for food. They're also surprisingly fast swimmers and can easily outpace humans in the water. What's the deal with their eyes? Iguanas have vertical pupils, which is a trait they share with snakes and some other reptiles. This is unlike most other lizards, which have round pupils. Vertical pupils are thought to be an adaptation that allows animals to see better in low-light conditions. Having vertical pupils also gives iguanas a wider field of vision, which is helpful when they're looking for predators or prey. Iguanas are truly fascinating creatures that have been around for millions of years. Despite their ancient origins, they continue to baffle scientists with their unique adaptations and behaviors. From their mysterious lifespan to their glowing skin, iguanas are definitely worth being curious about. What do you think? Are you fascinated by iguanas, or do you think they're a little bit creepy? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more fun animal videos. See ya!